Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. The dynamic trio of me, Marmalu, and Dolphin, bringing you guys Ascent versus Froyo, one of the biggest matches of every single season of NATF2. Obviously, I'm joined by Marmalu, Dolphin on the production. What's up, Marmalu? What are you ready
Not
for this game?
much. Just excited for this match. You know, the match before on the exact same map with Ascent wasn't. It didn't make him look the best for this match coming up. But I'm hoping maybe they talked some stuff over. And that's definitely a good wake up call game because maybe you're just slacking around and then you go up 3-0 and you're like, oh, we won this, and then instantly 3-0 down and you have to try and grind out the last round and win it. And they did, and now they have probably the hardest competition you can ever have in another match.
For sure. I mean, obviously, you got your two titans of North America, one being a titan of the world. You have Froyotech all run through their roster. You have Banny on Combo Scout, Eric on the flank, Roamer. You have Patty, the newly acquired Jae-hyun Pei for this little bit of the season so far. We also have Habib on demo and newly acquired for the season Skis on Medic. So I'm really excited to see this team play on non-Koth against Ascent. Obviously, Ascent just came off a pretty shaky win against Ascent, or not Ascent, I'm sorry, my enemy list. So I'm a little worried about them coming into this game. I was thinking Ascent was going to win it 4-2, 5-2, mainly just because since it's 5 CP, and I truly feel like that Ascent has the potential, especially on a map like Gully Wash, to just carry momentum in their favor.
Yeah, in the Ascent lineup. I'm pretty sure they're staying the same as they have been in the past. So they have Slem on Combo Scout, Botmoon on Flank Scout, Laz on Roamer, High Five on Pocket, Zayler on Demo, Zayler or Campy, whichever one, and Lol Guy on Med.
Yeah, man, and I do want to take a quick look at some head-to-heads here. I have at least one player I want to look into. The Combo Scout map like Gully Wash, having a strong combo scout that's very eccentric of being able to play around the demo, play around denying soldiers, being able to maximize as much damage as possible, because on this map it's a little bit hard to walk forward in some situations how tight all these corners are. So, I mean, Benny versus Slemish, it's a very, in my opinion, I think it's a little bit closer of a matchup than most people would say. I think Slemish has absolutely the potential to toe-to-toe with Banny in every match he plays in. I'm just really looking forward to see how Slemnish and Campy play their synergy with Banny Habib. I think Campy and Slemnish have some of the best synergy right now in the division, on top of with like Banny and Habib. Like they're neck and neck, because Banny and Habib, their comms are incredible together, and I want to see how Slemnish is going to be able to play around Campy's damage and around Banny's positioning and try and be able to find these kills that Campy's damaging, either with Laz or High Five playing the soldier role. But I do want to give the slight advantage to Banny, nothing crazy, probably like 60-40, but I can absolutely see Slemnish popping off this game.
Yeah, I think the matchup. I'm a little bit. I'm not sure which matchup I want to do, but I'm gonna go with the Pockets. New pickup in quotes. It's been a while, but still, I'd consider a new because this is the real test of the season for a player joining Froyo. And High Five once again on that pocket roll. I want to see if he can stand up and do his part. Maybe even pop off. He could be a big reason this team could win a game if he maybe makes some big plays, hits his rockets. And I'm expecting Jay to wreak some havoc on a map like this. Maybe a double bomb from him and Patty on mid, or just something like that and get that synergy down. But I definitely think Jay is a better soldier. But I could definitely see if High Five can just play his part, do his job, he could definitely help out the team and maybe get a dub here.
Yeah, both these pocket soldiers, in my opinion, have a little bit more of a different play style. Jay's a little bit more wild and, free roaming, while I feel like High Five is a little bit more chained to the combo. It does like a little bit of space making jumps, but makes enough space for his team to absorb some damage to allow the scouts and maybe the roamer to get in position here. But again, on a map like Gully Wash, it's so chaotic and such a volatile mid for soldiers. Like this is the mid for soldiers. You can make or break it from either going drop down and getting a flank and getting 2 or 3 kills, getting a clean bomb on a medic. There's so many options that are open to you as a soldier, as long as you coordinate correctly with your team. And both of these teams in the top caliber are going to be ready for this.
Speaking of coordination, just the blue team has they have their second on lockdown, but I'm gonna we see it ready up here, but I'm gonna say for the score, I'm sticking with 5-3 for Ascent. That match was a bit worrying, but I'm not getting off the Ascent bandwagon. I've been on it since the start, and I'm not leaving.
You'll die on the hill, and I respect that. I mean, I think we're about to be going live here shortly. It looks like configs are getting exec. Froyo is writing up. Ascent should be writing up here shortly. Guys, this is going to be a crazy match, and I'm so happy we get to bring this match to you. Super excited to be casting this. I mean, I can't wait to see how this first mid's going to be forming, in all honesty.
Yeah, but lastly, who do you think is going to be the standout player on this team? Where at the end of the game, we're going to be like, wow, they were killing. Who do you think on each team?
I honestly think it's going to be Laz. Laz is going to be the killer on Ascent. Laz is such an incredible soldier, man. His mechanics, his DM, his positioning, his timing is so stellar. And on Froyo, I honestly think Eric's going to play a really good game. I feel like just tonight's his night. He just made that video of how to play 6 as flank scout, so I feel like he's in his mojo right now. He's going to play that textbook scout. He's going to be ready. So I feel like the flank players on each team are going to be the ones ready to slay out.
You know what? I'm gonna go with the good or reliable. I think Habib's gonna pop off this match for Froyo, and for Ascent, I think you have to hope a player like Laz can really pop off on these mids. But I'm gonna go with another good or reliable Slemnish. He'll always get to his numbers, and we are gonna be starting the game right now. In the first mid, I want to see what Laz does. I want to see if he goes aggro and maybe tries to pressure Habib and show him what's to be expected. But we're getting to mid here. And I think both teams are going their respective sides. Laz is jumping high instantly and is not going to commit, but stops skis for a little bit. And both teams are playing pretty passive, but High Five catches a rocket in midair, and that's a big first pick. If they don't get this trade, this could be really bad. And they're going to take their L on this mid. Go to second. This is super holdable if you want, but Patty's already in lobby behind, and Froyo's in big door.
This is a big thing from Froyo. They put Habib in big door instantly and try to run a roamer behind, but Jay's going to die. Patty in a pretty rough spot here, going to get killed. Habib also overextending here. Laz might want to try and chase this here. I don't think Laz is going to try and come out on that frag, but anyway, Ascent's going to be pushing through choke here, going to be trying to milk the Uber. Habib very low on HP right now, and Banny is going to find Laz on the flank right here, but they are going to force. Skis got very, very low and ended up forcing his Uber here. Lol guy going to try and hold this Uber. Banny in behind, going to catch a big fat pipe from Zaylor. But what turned into a pretty disaster mid from Ascent turned into a pretty good, repush here. The traps are still in front. Slemnish is clearing them. They are going to get found. But Patty coming up through the drop down here. Lol guy completely exposed to this play here. Actually, Patty opting to go behind here with the ×3 back cap right now. This is going to be bad for Ascent. They're going to have to give up this point here, Marm.
High Five's actually on mid. Gonna get Habib. That's really big. They just need to clean up these people behind. It's going to be really annoying if they end up living. And they get Eric down, but now it's just Patty getting a kill on Laz and just being annoying. They're going to start getting the cap on mid, and Patty doesn't have Pain Train, so it's going to be a bit rough to cap this, and he's not going to go for it. But Hoopers are going to start equalizing sooner and sooner, but Ascent's going to ignore Patty behind and try and maybe roll it through choke with their ad that they have left, but looks like they're going to call it off, and they're probably going to work together and try and find Patty, who's in the blue team's big door, jumps in, is going to get cleaned up, and no follow-up at all.
I mean, honestly, even though Habib did die on that mid and they did lose 2-4, they did do a really good job at stalling the mid cap and focusing on prioritizing their Uber charge. So great stuff to Froyotech for allowing that to happen and delaying for their spawners. So now they're trying to run a sack, and looks like bot mode and Slemnish are trying to get a little aggressive on the flank here. Maybe trying to get bot mode in behind. Oh my god! Slemnish just flew into Habib and got a free kill. That was insane. He surfed right into Habib and meat shot him. Laz is gonna die on the flank as well. But this could be a pretty awful play here though in the end of it, because Froyotech choke completely left and Campy's gonna get dropped in the Uber. And again, High Five gonna probably get dropped in the Uber, but Banny biting off a little bit more than he can chew. He's gonna get insta-gibbed here. High Five doing a great job drawing Banny in. A little bit of a bind there from bot mode, dropping the NC bind. That's what you like to see, but a play from Slemnish turned quick into a disaster with that quick Laz frag.
Yeah, Fro's trying to push off that demo pick, but Patty ends up getting killed, which you take those. But on that mid fight, High Five tried to hold choke, but just couldn't, and then Froyo gets in free, and they take a bad trade, Campy gets dropped, and they have to leave. But all of a sudden, trying to shove through big door and choke, they get a lot of damage out, but it doesn't look like they're going to be able to work off this one player ad, and it's going to slow down a lot. I wouldn't be surprised to see an off class, but Fro usually doesn't run it, and they're going to probably pressure Big Door, get a scout behind, get a soldier as well behind maybe, and, you know, you want to see what's happening.
Yeah, I mean, this might be the classic Gully Wash 2 stalemate. Try to run someone behind. I like Habib's traps here. He has a presence choke, but he has pretty much a majority of his stickies on the flank right here. He only has really the 2 by choke, and the rest are over by Big Door, kind of just vibing. But Campy gonna rotate over towards Big Door, watch the flank. I kind of like this hold from Ascent. The 5-man choke here, Law got here, big bomb from Patty, not gonna find anything. The 2-man was a little deep from Fred. They got it through, even with the 5-man hold choke, but it looks like bot mode's already ready on the flank. He's already poking through Big Door, fighting the 1v1 versus Banny. Gonna hit him for a nice meat shot here. While again, High Five's gonna find a kill onto Jay. And again, Slemnish in, they drop Habib. This is a disaster. Skis was not ready for Slemnish's pure 2 double meat shot. And Skis is gonna drop Habib, pop the Uber, and now Ascent's already rolling it through choke.
Yeah, and Eric's actually just walks forward and kills Zayler, gets behind onto bot mode, gets the 2-shot, and that's massive. He pulls everyone back, and now High Five's alone. And they get all of those kills there. Huge ad from Ascent, but it's just 2 players. So Fro's going to take this ground, get on the high ground, and get the force in choke in Big Door. And make sure they can maybe make another flank play here, but great play by Eric, really saving them there. And they get 5 spawners on the side of Ascent, and it looks like they're going to try and roll through choke, but Lol Guy takes so much damage there.
I mean, I see what Lol Guy's mentality was. He wanted to drop Campy for the sake of having, you know, just a way better Uber and not even having to pop, but you know, High Five being behind and getting cleaned up, Banny being able to run in behind and kill bot mode, and then Eric finding another frag on the flank, pretty much just leaving Slemnish all alone, turned what could have been a good play from Lol Guy to dropping Campy, turned into a near disaster, bringing them back all the way to their 2. Blue did have a pretty significant ad, but you know, they're not gonna, you know, they weren't gonna use it. They're gonna play it safe, play the time, play the sack from Froyo, because Froyo's had a couple unsuccessful 2-mans, and Ascent's been converting off of it a lot. Ascent's having a little bit of some minor flaws that they really need to find to get this momentum into the game. They've had 2 opportunities to take 2 and take this into a last push situation. But anyway, here comes the sack, the 2-man, Patty through choke, trying to get on High Five. Patty's not going to get that frag there. Again, we've seen this Ascent from 2 times now. But again, Botman's going to get instantly dead trying to get in through Big Door.
Yeah, but if you haven't seen TF2 recently, a lot of this hold's been normal, but Laz sneaks through drop down, and he's trying to maybe get some vision, gets in, but Manny knows better. But like I was saying before that happened, a lot of teams end up doing 2 Soldier Choke, 1 Demo Big Door on a hold. It's kind of new, a little bit not, but it looks like Fro's going to drop down to Big Door and challenge Campy here. Both scouts end up swinging through, and Eric gets behind, and they're going to try and work off that potentially.
Again, here comes a 2-man Eric in behind. I don't know if he got noticed, because usually when someone gets him behind, now it looks like Botmo knows he is hot on his feet to try and get this frag here. But Laz, oh my god, don't ever hit the fatty upwards direct. Gonna clean up Eric there. Slemnish already, maybe Slemnish is in position to try to get a sack here. Patty, he's going to try and fight Patty here on the flank. He's going to take a big rock, get Patty a little weak here. Can't be piping Banny there, but again, Laz having a good sack here. No one's really in position on the skis. Laz beats his jump. No, he hit the pole. That would have been such a clean bomb, but his mechanic movement, or his movement right there, just unfortunately just wasn't able to get around the pole. But Red's going to pop right in off these picks. They're going to drop High Five. This is over if you're Ascent. You need to cut your losses. Maybe get this Jaehyun pay pick. What a catch by Jay. Rocket jumping to save himself, catching with the rocket, and Campy's gonna die. So unfortunate. Long Guy has to stop dropping these players in these Ubers. This is the 2nd time where he's tried milking, or maybe trying to get a little bit more advantage out of the Uber, but dropping High Five there was the rock in a hard place, and Froyotech trying to roll it into a last push. Patty should be cleaned up instantly here. They're gonna lose High Five. Habib and Jay and Eric all committing. Banny on the point on the flank. Slender's 2 huge kills with Laz getting Banny. 3v3 situation. Eric gonna be conceding through River right here. Jay on the point. Damage. Slem dying for it, but Eric on the point. Can't be turned around. He's gonna hit 2 sick pipes onto Eric. This is too close to call. Ascent has stopped giving up these little advantages. I feel like they've had more advantages than Froyo this entire game, but they're slowly giving them up, leading for Froyo to snowball more, Marm.
Yeah, this has not felt like 8 minutes. This has been back and forth, but a little slight ad from the side of Ascent. But this trap in the circuit board's probably going to ruin this push here. They're going to keep going High Five, down, drop down. I think they know, and it's so much damage onto Campy and Lolguy. The Uber's really bad. The Scout already dead, and they're so extended with such a worse Uber here. Campy dies. Bot mode gets a pick onto Habib at least. High Five's gonna fall, and it looks like bot mode's down as well, and it's just 2 players up. That Uber was so poor in the end, and that may spell disaster for the side of Ascent.
Yeah, Lolguy caught a bunch of spam coming into that choke there, so he was at 60%. And I really feel like they didn't want to bait High Five with that bomb, so they just popped him around the point. Campy, went a little bit too deep and wasn't able to get that reflash onto Lolguy, so he was able to live. But again, pretty much an even Uber situation here. Ascent, I still said Ascent, I think, has had a lot more of the driving force this game, but Froyo is clapping right back in terms of this. I think it's pretty much now been an even game at all point. We've seen each team on each other's second a bunch, but this is the second time Ascent's on their last again. So I want to see how they're going to be able to try and hold this point here and get rid of these stacks, because Froyo has a pretty nasty last push with being able to get cap time and spam it efficiently. So I want to see how Ascent's going to play around it. Wait, I thought I heard a spy, but oh my gosh.
This is the trademarked pressure cooker. A lot of people use this phrase, but the entire idea is you're peeking every door and just spamming until something messes up. If someone makes a mistake, this could be the round. They're going to spam the gun down. They're probably going to send someone water, start getting cap time, start peeking the doors with projectiles. And they get the gun down, like I said. And now I think the pressure cooker's going to start in a couple seconds now. Eric running into water, and it is beginning. Oh. He dies to a trap. I lied. I don't know how Campy got that. He was in spawn. That's crazy timing.
Beast. I mean, Patty in on the right side here. Z's bomb mode. Oh, but the bomb from Habib, or I'm sorry, the pipe from Habib, gonna just kind of knock Slemnish down. This might halt the push here if you're Ascent, because Eric did just spawn. He's not gonna come up in off class, but again, Habib and Patty both being down here might opt for an exchange. Banny's not afraid to take this exchange though. Laz in the skybox into the stratosphere, gonna opt to go behind here. He is gonna get cleaned up by J-Ho, but again, the force. Bot mode's gonna sneak in through the shutter as they're trying to focus last and get on to Skis. Huge force there from Bot mode, but again, being down 2, Froyo's not going to be afraid to play point here and do the pressure cooker like you were saying before. 3 different angles are being peaked. Eric's going to die. The 2 players in from River onto Lolguy going to get the force. They need both these soldiers picks for this to be good, and that's exactly what they're going to find. This should be a free second point. Eric dead, both the soldiers dead. Very minimal spam. They're already pushed up into lobby. Habib has nothing trapped yet. This should be an absolute second cap, but they have to start moving now.
Good job from Ascent on that last hold, recognizing to pop the Uber before they give too much ground up, but Habib just gets out, and 30 ad from Froyo. They're instantly rotating big door with 1 player down. They can maybe catch people out trying to get to shutter, but Lolguy smartly gets out, but now bot mode had no way out and gets caught. They're gonna cut their losses and try and get out, but Froyo taking all that ground without Uber yet is gonna be so good, because they're gonna have 30%, actually 40% going into Ascent's last. They're rushing straight to River. I don't know if Froyo or Ascent's ready for this. They get onto Laz, but it takes up the entire Uber, and they don't even get him. Banny baiting point, soldier on it. So much damage. Great job from Jay and Banny. Just the 2-man setup, getting on point and shooting the ground.
I don't like Botmode's position there in that post fight. He opted to go choke. I mean, that should be like something that's like kind of, hinted. If they lose it with ad, they can recap 2, but the other team has ad and picks. They're going to take that in still, but going into the mid fight here, Habib very, very fast on the right-hand side. Campy not going to hit much on the side, but a big bomb from Laz onto Habib. Going to find that frag instantly. High Five going to do a little bit of damage onto Patty. Going to knock him down to half health. High Five still has good health. A lot of point presence. Laz going to die to Benny. Big pipe from Campy onto Patty. Going to find that frag, though. Benny, or Eric, is a little bit too overextended. Big mid from Froyotech. Skis is going to leave nicely safe and sound. Jay Hyunpei holding River. Great mid there from Laz and High Five, doing so much damage. Laz was able to get the initial pick, and then Laz got the initial pick, and High Five was able to spread out some damage, slow Froyo down, while Slemnish and Campy were able to slowly walk across point.
I'm not gonna lie, Laz had such a good mid, but Skis lived with 1 HP, or around 1 to 3 HP, and he walks out all the way to choke, and no one chipped him once.
Tactical.
But with Skis living there, it's going to be another last, trying to break that last stalemate. Laz is already in water. They're against a pyro and a gun. And this is going to be really annoying, especially with the scorch shot back, where you're just going to get lit on fire and knocked back. But they have 2 water. gonna be Laz and bot mode trying to get some cap time. I don't think there are sticks on the point at all, but there's already a soldier on the rim. But now Habib has rotated, and all the efforts are moved to water, and it's pretty easy to target that.
Big on the bot mode here. Big. Oh, so close. I like that play from bot mode. He was caught water and had an opportunity to swing on Habib because he had no stickies left there, and almost got him down. He had him down to like 40 health. Good hustle from bot mode. Not able to find that frag though. I just want to see if Ascent's gonna come up in off class here.
And there's the Zizu sniper, that bot mode sniper. I was watching the match from yesterday, and bot mode went sniper a lot more than you'd expect, especially with someone known as the Ascent sniper in Slemnish. And I want to see if bot mode can come up with a big play here. I don't remember a big shot in recent times from bot mode here.
I mean, bot mode, you know, has a pretty scary sniper. He's done some stuff on it. You know, he's been a Quake Pro at one point. He's a pretty good teams player. He's got some good rails. Pretty much what he's doing right now. So let's see if he's able to maybe get a nice 150 on the someone. Gonna 150 on the Patty. Not able to find the frag though.
Yeah, but I just remembered the scorch shot is so annoying as sniper, because if you're trying to scope in and a pyro hits you directly, you're getting knocked straight up and taking about 50 damage. And it's just going to be spam after spam after spam, and you really just have to hope to get the first shot, because after that, you're going to be on fire, your aim's going to get knocked around, and all of that. But get a lot of damage on Patty, but Patty deals it right back to the scout and the sniper. He's trying to peek main. Bot mode just can't find anything. It's so rough. Froyo playing this so well and tight on these doors.
Yeah, I mean, Froyotech has a very hard last to crack here. I mean, you've played against it. I've played against it. This is not an easy last to push into it if it's Froyotech. They have such a crazy defensive class lineup there. They don't have a scout. I mean, that's the only thing, but they do have a sentry. I mean, the only thing that could possibly happen is if that gun gets insta-spammed, they might be able to sack one soldier since they have a sniper and maybe try to get on skis here. But that pyro playing right on top of skis might be enough to just kind of air blast them away.
Okay, so they get the gun down, but there's the trade onto bot mode, and now you can't really do much. Patty running through river. Oh my, he almost gets Campy or Zaylor down, but just doesn't. And that's kind of a harmless one-man, unless Ascent's willing to go on the dot, which it looks like they are. Laz gets stuffed by the Banny Scout, and he gets cleaned up, so nothing's happening there. And Jay's already pushing the advantage. He's in wood, sneaking through. I don't know if bot mode saw that, and I don't think he did. So Jay has snuck behind for free. He has a slight window. He has to know that Laz is going to spawn. And I think Patty already just jumps in.
Oh, but there's the Jay flank. He's going to get two crucial picks, but Patty dying there might kind of snuff out Jay's play, but big rocket from high five. Gonna land it on the skis, hit him for like 60, or hit him for like 80 damage, and that's gonna kind of scare Froyo back a little bit. I mean, they're still gonna try and hold lobby here. Bomb mode, little too overzealous there. I don't agree with that play, but this might opt in exchange for Froyotech. Law guy's gonna pop the Uber here, but high five, not afraid to take this exchange over here. The spawners from Ascent are here. So here come the spawners. The Laz is going to take a flash on the Zuber. This scout going to get a little bit too deep here. Banny, don't agree with that play that he should have just cut his losses and backed up. Jay going too deep here as well. That's a third pick. Froyotech, what are you doing? That was such an awful exchange there. I mean, the exchange was fine, but Banny trying to go behind it and Jay trying to clean up on virtually no damage.
Already
just
pushing
didn't make
in the last
sense.
three players. They have such little time to work with. They get Habib down. They need to play point right now, and that's a really good start. I see why he did it. He wanted to get in so his players could get through the door, and he drew all the soldiers' eyes, but no one got in quite quick enough. And High Five doing a great job of forcing flashes there.
Yeah, High Five played that uber great. I want to see how Zaylor plays out this next part of the mid, because it seems like he's been doing a little bit, not as much, you know, absolute carnage as I would normally expect from my boy. But again, we're going to trade off players. Eric going to find a quick 2 kills. They need to get a pick in the next 3 or 4 seconds here, or this mid's over, and that's exactly what happens. He is going to hit a nice pipe on the Jay to slow down Jay's sack here, but I want to see Ascent play up on this choke here. Campy's trying to watch the flank, expecting Froyotech to come choke. Bomb Mode's going to die, but everyone's nice and safe and sound. Campy's going to back up in the river. This is going to be a rough point here. I mean, getting mid to last it is not a good feeling. I mean, it looks like Ascent is showing a little bit of might to try and fight this. I mean, this is a pretty wild fight to take here. I mean, if they can make it work, more power to him. Finish is super deep, but he's getting baited. He's gonna fall and die. They're gonna lose 2 for it. But again, Laz, huge bomb, gonna find 2 frags onto core players, Habib and Patty. He is caught behind though. Are they gonna try and save him? Who knows? It looks like we're trying to get a little something going here. They are gonna get the cap here. Jay out of the fight right now, bot mode, trying to find some. This is a very dangerous position for Ascent to be. It looks like they're finally going to concede. I love that effort though. Campy is going to die though, trying to back out to main to meet his team, and this might spark an Uber exchange from Froyo or a nice 2 or 3 man sack, depending on what they're feeling right now.
Yeah, Campy down right now. This is the opportunity. You need to get something before he spawns, and it looks like Scouts rushing the point gets dealt with. Laz loses a 1v1 to Bandy and Lobby, and now they're all getting pulled to point. Guy's gonna have to pop the Uber at some point, but actually milks it all the way, and now they finally pop Skis doing the counter Uber, but Jay gets piped down, and this is chaos. And it looks like Froyo's gonna take this exchange. Bandy's going to cap. Gets dealt with by Slem, and just great shots overall by Slem.
Yeah, Slem played that poster. I like how Slemnish played that. So, for the people see, great. Oh my god, Slemnish playing this to a T. This is, I mean, Campy getting a little too overzealous again, but this is a Slemnish show right now. A quick little like overview on that last there. Slemnish's positioning was incredible. He was playing on the opposite side of his demo, making Froyo have to choose what player to shoot at. They either shoot at Campy to try and kill him, or they try and kill the overextended player at the time, which was Slemnish. But anyway, Ascent coming back into this mid here. They're going to easily bully Froyo out with their Uber ad, their player ad. Bring him. Oh, guy's going to catch a clean pipe. It's a little bit scary because Jay's in position now. They're going to actually push it off that one pipe that a beep hit, and they're going to actually hold the point.
I think it was Banny that was still in there, but they're actually going to take it to choke, and Ascent's going to take the Uber straight in. Skis does not have, but they all managed to slip out. Even Habib, but the only player getting caught here is going to be Banny. But will he even die? Yeah, he does eventually, but a trade onto Campy and Slem. And I think that's twice in a row. Banny's insane movement and just getting behind. He opened up that mid really well and opened up that one for Jay, and Jay gets 4 kills through those 2 fights.
Jay is so incredible right now. Top scoring on his team is Pocket Soldier. I mean, granted it's Gully Wash, but like Jay has had so many like 2Ks and fights where he should not be getting. Like getting Banny dying and then Jay trading for 2 frags is incredible. And again, Ascent blowing small advantages away. Banny getting in behind or catching too much spam. Here comes the Uber. Lol guy is close at 80%. Good deny from Slemnish onto the Uber right now. I want to see what's going to happen here. High five trying to kite as much as possible. Big spam on the high five. He's going to get so much damage. But Lol guy, 95% Uber. They have the heavy in secret. Here comes the heavy to try and stop the point. Bandy's going to fall. Zayler's going to find one as is Slem, or a bot mode rather. The Uber's going to get popped out. They're going to try and kill Habib exiting River. There's no way they let him out. Can't be in the 1v1. Going to find the kill. Great play from Ascent there, man. Super good play from High Five, cutting that Uber and landing on the player's top left so effectively, man. That was so good.
Yeah, that heavy in secret, he hid there the whole time, and that's such a late death from Habib and Skis. The only hope is they get a salvage play, but Bandy gets found in the forwards, and he's still going to be in here trying to get an angle out. And I don't think he's going to get anything. Maybe last if he's still sitting down. Jay gives up and leaves, but 40 ad from the side of Ascent, but even players. So it looks like maybe they'll poke a little bit, but it's probably going to be a 40% ad push from the side of Ascent here.
Yeah, man. I mean, I've seen this time and time again with Ascent so far this game. They've been in this same exact situation with ad. They've been blowing away small advantages. So I want to see how they're going to adapt here. It looks like they're prepping a push here, getting their buffs out. High five getting ready to walk through the choke here. Let's see what they're going to be doing. Uber's going to get popped off. High five right above. Not a single soul checked above choke. This is what I'm talking about. Small plays like this is what's affecting them. Patty completely uncontested onto the head of Lol guy, but Lol guy doesn't know about Patty, and he's going to get killed. Oh my gosh, you hate to see it. Patty, again, living for longer than he should, gonna get 2 kills. Again, left completely unchecked. 4 players through the choke, did not look up. Ascent, please. You guys are having such crucial opportunities to take rounds and take points for free, and they're getting blown away just by small plays like that, man. Bomber's gonna trade his life out, but at what cost is it gonna be too much, man?
Yeah, everything about that Uber, I absolutely hate it. So First of all,
you good, bro?
Yeah, my mic kind of fell, but you know, first of all, they didn't look at all, and then they just pop instantly on a soldier. But I'm gonna go deal with this, so you can talk.
I got you, bro. So while Marmalade fixes his technical difficulties, it looks like Froyotech's going to opt to try and take the Uber, and they did just get a bot mode spawn. But it looks like Slemnish on the sniper here. He is going to get pressured out here. But again, this is a really good play from Ascent with the sniper because they're slowing down Froyo so much by clearing the sniper, making sure no one's behind, and that bought them 30% of Uber. So Ascent's already back on their own last right now. Kind of just waiting for Froyo. And again, Ascent's had some pretty stellar last holds. And as you can see, according to the STV stats, 40 seconds of Uber ad completely wasted, and that's honestly because of the bomb or the Slemnish sniper. So great stuff with Slemnish slowing down the Froyo push. I think my codecast just having a little bit of trouble here, but it's all good. Looks like Froyotech's going to start rotating towards Riverside here. You're going to have Eric getting to water here. Patty is ready. It looks like we're going to see the pressure cooker. Oh, but Jay getting a little too overzealous on the shutter, peeking without checking for stickies. And this is going to lead into probably Eric getting killed here. The exit stuck off here, and Slemnish is going to get the frag. So great stuff to Ascent, countering the pressure cooker play there that Marmalade was talking about earlier this cast.
Yeah, I finally, got it fixed, but
That's good.
Yeah, this desk is very thin. But they're gonna go having a scout in big door, but bot mode's gonna give up, get out, and it's gonna turn into another last hold here.
I mean, good effort from Ascent. They tried to get bot mode in through big door, but I think he knew there was no play to really make there. So instead of making a play that will literally lead to nothing, he's just gonna like choose to live, which is really good. I respect it. If you're a flank scout, you don't have to just go for every play you see. If you see an opportunity, take it. But if you think it's going to lead to death, no reason to take it. Just live, play your life sometimes. It's always good to play reserve. But again, around 5 minutes left in the map for the first half. Still a 1-1 game. Much different from Ascent from the Mal game in this first half. I mean, granted it's Froyotech, but watching that game in its entirety, they're playing their transitions into 2 so weird right now, and I really hope that they adjust this coming into the second half.
5 minutes on the clock, and I'm assuming they're gonna start trying to spam the gun down from River. They don't get it. Oh, they do get it. Now I'm assuming once again, will they start the pressure cooker again? Soldier jumping through River to balcony, gets caught by a trap.
Oh my god!
And Eric's gonna also sack in, and doesn't look like he's gonna get Laz, but does die in the end. But he takes a good amount of time up, and now it's gonna be a hold from Froyo in lobby. But once again, another kill there.
That was a blinded. That was so funny.
Okay, where did he even? Oh, he just got him on the floor.
I think it was Shutter or Main, and he just blasted him.
Okay, what? All right, that's a Habib right there. Just the instant blind debt. There's nothing you can do, and that stuffs that push. And Eric's on sniper. You don't usually see off classes from Froyo.
I mean, yeah, Eric. I mean, if anyone really off class on Froyo, oh wow, that was a clean angle on Dezela, but they're gonna miss out on it. I mean, it's a tough call to make here. I mean, if you're Froyo to not run an off class, I feel like their stock last pushes haven't really been working unless each team has made like a catastrophic error, which is pretty much the way that they took rounds so far. So I think the sniper here's the play. There's still practically 4 minutes left in the half, so there is time for Eric to make something happen here. But Slemnish is playing a little crazy without a buff in front of the snipers, worrying me a little bit.
They're just trying to peek River slowly. Oh, almost catches Campy out there. Laz is behind. Should get dealt with. This is so big for Froyo. That's just one less projectile to deal with. Now they can start trying to peek every door, get some pressure in. And you have to focus the doors the sniper's on. And they only have 2 projectiles to deal with these, like, 4 doors here. Including the point 5 doors, maybe.
I mean, yeah, honestly, this is where it starts. The one headshot that gets rained off is where it all starts. There's a duel in River going on right now with Banny and bot mode. Bot mode's going to lose it. That's not a 1v1 you should be taking there. Patty is going to fall, but again, I don't like this from Ascent, man. Bot mode taking that 1v1 is not needed. But again, the Uber from us from Froyotech right now. Slemnish going to be caught. Should be wraps. Eric is going to die to Campy. Unless there's a catastrophic error from Froyo, there's no way they mess this up. But oh my god, the rocket from high 5 just absolutely destroys Banny. And what was supposed to be just the freest Uber of all time just turned into an absolute failure because the soldiers from Ascent hit their rockets, and that's all it takes sometimes.
Froyo took their time. They're like, we're chilling. They just popped a horrible Uber and they're down 3. And as soon as that happened, they took so long, the 2 spawners came in and just blew the players up trying to get on the door. And Skis had to kill bind there. And that's 70 ad for Ascent. Ascent looked like they're on their back foot, and now they're back in the game with the advantage here. 70 ad.
This is what I like to call like the unlosable state. What I mean by that is this is practically unlosable this round for Ascent unless RGLgg drops here, which means that like as long as Ascent can take this to mid, they can actually have
Big
a
door
chance
demo
to,
bomb.
Oh, I like this. Can't be
He
another.
got
Oh, he
pinballed.
scuffed the jump. Nah, this ain't it. Oh, if Campy dies here, this is the one catastrophic error I was talking. Oh my god, they all in for it. They absolutely just wiped. This was just like, this should have just been a walk into 2, bomb Campy, Uber exchange, all 6 players live, leapfrog the Uber. This just turned into a absolute round loss. I'm baffled on how that even happens.
That is a heartbreaker going into maybe the second half. Maybe another round may fall. If you're Ascent, you want to kill the other meds so you don't get rolled, because you do not want to go down 3-1 with a minute left here.
This is some TCM stuff you're about to see on this mid from Ascent. They have to pull out all the stops on this mid. Instant cap time. As you're going to probably see, bot mode get right on the point here. Eric already on the point to try and slow down the cap here. But bot mode's already on it. But again, the frags are going in favor of both teams right now. They're going to trade it right now. Ski's going to fall. This could be the round here for Ascent here. This could be something huge here. RGLgg is still alive. But again, the scouts from Ascent have to find these kills ASAP. There's only 35 seconds left on the clock, and they're taking too long to get Jay here. Jay is doing a perfect job slowing this down. Bot mode has to get on 2 right away. This is still absolutely winnable. I don't agree with stacking here. Perfect. Start moving up to 2. The cap time's already going to get made here. They don't have enough time to buff their players. This has to be cap 2 through main instantly, like 10 seconds left on the clock type of gameplay right now. Here it comes. Slemnish already getting ready to take the Uber. They cannot wait for their team. Who's going to wait? I like this from Laz. Going to finish up the Uber. Uber already in through main. The double scout from the Pyro. Slemnish, go to the point, but this actually is it. They're sticking to the point. Slemnish has to win this 1v1. This is it. Oh my god, it's so close. No. Habib gets 3 kills. No one was able to pressure him, and it was so close, man. Inches from capping. Literally an inch. Froyo going to take the first half 2-1 off of a catastrophic 2-minute push from Ascent, blowing the 1-1 tie.
Yeah, that's just insane. They almost got it. As soon as that mid was happening, I'm like, they're taking far too long. These people they're stalling so well, and they almost get it. Just barely. Habib gets 3 kills, and they end up clutching that out. But if you're on the side of Froyo, you are happy with that result, up 2-1. And the game is in your hands now. You are in the lead. I don't think any of these mids have gone too bad. I think they understand. A lot of times Laz and whatever scout it is selling out for Habib, and they did a really good job on that one of those mids, trading out and getting 2 kills for the price of 1.
I wanted to say both of our kind of like, pre-match slayers are kind of not working out for us. I mean, Habib not really putting up the normal, I'm absolutely destroying stat line, 15, 14, 240 DPM. Honestly, a little low for Habib, which is odd saying that in a top invite match. Having an okay stat line, that's just not the normal Habib. Eric was the slayer I was thinking, but 12 and 19. I mean, I honestly feel like bot mode could be doing more in some of these situations in a lot of these fights, but I mean, I feel like Slemnish and Campy are on another level with each other right now. I feel like the coordination from Slemnish and Campy are outshining the coordination from Campy and Banny, which is what you want to see coming from technical underdogs in this. But honestly, the second half could go either way. The frag to damage ratio, the Ascent's trailing by 2 kills and just shy of 1500 damage. Like, this is a very, very close game. Like, even medic stats, like 12 Ubers to 11. Like, heals per minute is only shy of again 1500 heals practically. It's such a close game. It's crazy.
And that pocket matchup that I brought up, and Jay is making the difference. I think almost the entire damage difference is between like him and High Five.
Yeah, that's honestly probably the case. I mean, High Five, it seems like, he's not getting the frags in these team fights. I feel like High Five's doing a good job of being a rock in the team during the Ubers and kind of just existing and making sure they flash. But Jay is doing more in these posts, man. Like, he is getting behind. He is getting 2 kills in these exchanges, and he's one of the top fraggers in the server. And that's what you want to see on your Gully Wash pocket. And this is what you want to see from the Froyo new recruit on the 5CP map versus arguably the second best team in the world.
Yeah, and in the second half, I really, really want to see if the the Ascent flank can really try and step it up and create a little bit more of a distraction, get behind a bit more, maybe work together, get picks on flank. Because I know I saw a couple times of just Froyo, their flank buying so much time, maybe getting that one back cap opportunity, Eric getting 2 kills, Patty hiding above choke, getting a med and a scout, and I just haven't seen those same plays from the flank of Ascent.
Yeah, the Ascent flank's been a little bit quiet. I mean, I feel like Laz hasn't had a lot of crazy impact. Neither has bot mode. And honestly, same kind of goes for Froyo. This has been a pretty flank quiet game. Patty had a couple great plays towards the latter half of that game, hiding above Cho, getting completely unchecked. But those are plays that are completely unwarranted and should not work. Like having 4 people go through a choke and not spotting a single thing, especially on 40 ad. That should have just been a leapfrog situation turned into sacking players on last. They should have played it safe in a 1-1 situation. Because think about it, if they were able to maybe get a freak accident on a drop on skis or get a force on skis or kill a Beeb somehow, that turns into a last push and that makes this game 2-2 instead of 1-2.
Yeah, but do you want to change your prediction, or are you sticking with it?
You know, I feel like, I can tell things are going to change strictly because of the fact that Ascent hasn't really instant readied up yet, and they're still talking. As I say that they're going to ready up, commentators curse. That's pretty fun.
That's a blessing right there.
I think it's still going to be 4-2. I think that Ascent could pull out the stops right now. I think that they could take the next 3 rounds pretty swiftly, as long as they adapt to these transitions, man. I'm tired of seeing these beefs. And Warmlu, take us on this mid.
Yeah, I want to see... Okay, so Laz going floor instantly, and they're going to focus the spam on Big Door. Ski's actually getting up really free, and Laz is by the other team's side. It looks like they're going to try and do a double bomb, but they get a pick onto Patty, and they actually have bomb mode come down as well. They get another pick, 2 for 1. Now Jay should be cleaned up any second now. Gets a lot of damage onto Zaylor, and now it's just Skis trying to get out. And I think if someone chases hard enough, they could maybe get him, but
no shot.
Not ready. If maybe he was bombing instantly, they could do it, but big ad on the side of Ascent. Skis was not healing that whole time, and if they want to go, they got to go as soon as possible, just to give them enough time.
This worries me a little bit. There's the pyro, but Campy honestly kind of got pushed into a good spot here. They have about 10 more seconds of point play to make here. But Froyo gonna collapse on the point, get these 2 kills. This last push is over. Big rocket from Jay. Oh man, dude. They don't need to sell out for point that early. They should have secured the spawns and positioning first before selling out for the point. Campy gonna just concede back to mid. They are gonna get all their forwards here, which is kind of like the only pretty much the consolation prize they're gonna get, because Banny's ready to just go put a knife in their neck, choke. It looks like he's ready to just. I can see he's antsy, ready to go choke. Tailed right by Habib. Here comes JJ's probably gonna swing through drop down here and make a little bit of space for his team potentially. Ascent has a nice double spam coordination. Here comes the players through choke here. Skis, oh my god! Just catches every ounce of spam. No reason Skis to be that far up, bud. Clutching every single possible ounce of spam in the goddamn game, man. That is unacceptable. I don't care who you are. In any division, unacceptable. Wait for your team. Wait for the spam. Let them take positioning. Dropping to that spam
Habib is spawn trapping. High five. Does he know?
Oh, no.
Wait, he misses. Why? This is so bad for Habib. I don't know if he knows bot mode's there, and he's gonna die so late, and that's a disaster. Full ad with no demo. This is asking for instant cap.
I love Skis, man. He's a great friend of mine, but that's unacceptable, man. But this double scout, this pyro is done. Big ball from Skis. He's back, baby. They're gonna get that pyro pick. Not a lot of frags to this Uber. Patty needs to be the next player dealt with. Oh my god, high five. That's a round and a half if I've ever seen one. Great play from Ascent. Skis getting a little too overzealous in the choke right there, man. But that's an adaptation Froyotech's going to make on the fly. They're going to go right back into this round. That'll never happen again. That's the last thing Ascent's going to get is a freebie.
Yeah, Habib missed one sticky on that spawn door, and that's what cost him there. But it looks like Froyo's going to try and go on Ascent's side. Habib on the floor, shooting sticks up. A lot of damage on the bot mode and Zaylor. But Laz jumping on a point, gets a soldier down. They're going to trade 2 for 1 in favor of Froyotech, but a lot of high ground for Ascent. Zaylor barely living.
Oh, that's a big pick, but Campy, they gotta kill the scout. Bot mode, please come back, bud. No, oh my god, he's insane. He's criminal with that pistol. Melted Eric.
Oh my god, Habib just pulled out the pipes.
Oh my, disgusting, absolutely gross. What turned into one of the craziest quad pistols in 2020 turned into Habib, showing why he is the best in the game, and I will hold my gun. I will die on that hill, man. Skis full ad pushing back into mid here.
Yeah, he's really making me look smart, you know. I said he was the player to watch on Froyo, and he just you gotta watch him after that. But huge ad on the side of Froyo, gonna be about 70%, and they're not Ascent's playing not very close on this choke. They're giving a lot of space, and I think they maybe be banking on a high bomb from Laz here. He's waiting, they're just spamming, and there we go, a high bomb from Laz on the skis, hits one good hit, a drop again. He's normalizing dropping.
Skis! This ain't it, man. The only thing that's happening, I mean, they're getting picks. I mean, you know, kudos to Froyo for finding frags here. They're going to get 2 good ones, especially on Campy and Bomb mode. And LawGuy, oh my god, too close for comfort right there, in my opinion. LawGuy not going to take any damage, but Patty beefing 2 rockets. Skis, man. I just said there's going to be no more freebies on the side of Froyo, but that's just a clean 2 rocket from Laz, man. But you got to respect that if you're Skis. You can't let that happen.
Yeah, but huge ad from Ascent. That wasn't a really good post fight after they got the drop, but who cares? Full ad up here. They just need to make sure the same thing doesn't happen to LawGuy. A lot of damage from Jay opening up, and he's gonna get out as well. That's such a good job. And now they just pop here, and it's not great. Actually, Habib gets caught spending too much time, but 2 soldiers in river. Patty's going to last already. I don't know if someone will be able to get back there.
No, they're going. Patty on the point. Oh, this is scary. They're gonna stop it though, but again, at what cost? They're all funneling back to last. Patty on the flank doing a great job.
Double scout Uber from main coming in any second now. They're actually going to river to meet up with Patty, but this is huge ad. If I'm them, I'm probably waiting for Habib here. You know, you gotta wait for your best player. You could debate, but like just so much damage and great job. All these fights that have been looking great for Ascent, people just die all over the place, and it ends up not being in the favor of them. But once again, the ad is smaller, 30%. They pop through river, trying to get on the gun. They get it down, and now they're pulling Bandy to point. High fives on top of it. They deal with him, and the Uber's going to be coming up any second now.
The point, Eric. I mean, good heads up display from Eric.
The heavy was right on top of it. He was 1
No,
inch
he got
away.
killed. He got killed. Eric murked him in the back. 2 quick 2 shots.
But still, if he even looked at him or stood on it, he would have stopped some cap time, but just not enough. And they steal around there. And that's a heartbreaker. It looks like Froyo once again playing a right mid. Habib pushing the floor. And he's just trying to unload as much damage as possible. Patty up, drop down. And Froyo's in a box. Patty's behind him. They're just caught. Patty gets piped. Now it's just Eric trying to get on the LawGuy, and Campy just can't hit the pipes there.
I mean, that's just you can't expect your demo to hit every pipe there, man. But like, this is the Froyotech everyone knows and loves, man. You know, the quick adaptation. Like, this is completely different from the first half. It's 1-1 23 minutes in instead of being 1-1 at, you know, 2 minutes. You know, at 28 minutes in. So, I mean, this is a rough, you're a rock and a hard place on Ascent right now. Froyotech has their eyes set on a 2-round lead, and that's honestly a death grip if you're playing against Froyo. They're not going to give up 2 rounds very easily.
Yeah, but another really good opportunity. If Froyo gets this is going to be so hard for Ascent to come back, and it looks like they're spotting out the gun, getting a scout already near water, and it's going to be a river Uber. Banny leading it. Pyre doing a really good job so far. Going to back into spawn. A scout's already on point. Bolt soldiers here. He catches a flash. They get a soldier on point. Last is dead as well. This is a clean last push. Clinical.
Those players that were hovering above the point and behind the Uber have to get killed, man, because if they don't die, there's going to be so much support on the point. 4-2 for Froyotech. Ascent has to figure something out, man. Again, they have had so many little opportunities to win out this game, but they're just letting it slip through their hands. Habib putting a ton of pressure onto High Five. He has not even left the floor yet. Gonna eat too much damage. High Five gonna eat all the spam in the world. He's gonna catch an arrow from his medic. Laz weak on the floor. This is a very uninteractive mid from the soldiers on Ascent rain. Laz waiting for a pack. Campy gonna fall. Patty gonna get the pick. Eric gonna help clean up that kill, but Slemnish trying his hardest, man. Gonna get kills, and the Slemnish and Laz, the duo of the show right now. Here comes, this is good. Easily Skis could be has to get killed here. But again, This is still winnable, 20 minutes, but Ascent, they're honestly in a fight or flight situation in every mid. It is so easy to get mid to last on a gully wash too.
Yeah, from what I saw, Slem walked into 2 people, killed them, and then just walked backwards into Habib, but it looks like Froyo's not giving up this point for free. 2 soldiers bombing from River, and Ascent takes so much damage they just get out, but bot mode, massive kill on Habib. And now they just have to hope they get the right prediction. I think Patty jumped in, hit his head on the ceiling, and he's caught behind, and that's a really big pick. And once Ascent wants to push, there's only 1 projectile, and if they can try and get in through these doors, it'd be good, but a lot of damage from that 1 projectile of Jay. The Uber's a lot better from Froyo. I think Low Guys should be able to get out, and both teams kind of reset here, cut their losses, and it's going to be even Ubers most likely again.
This is what Ascent has been missing this entire time, and it's just been like just resetting the situation, allowing Froyotech to be put in these leapfrog situations, work their flank, let Laz and bot mode, some of the star flank players in all this entire division, make some stuff happen. Laz, he's on a hunt right now. I like this. Oh, Banny. Oh, Laz, please turn around. This has to be a kill for Laz here. Unfortunately, he's going to get 2v1, but going to beef the last rocket onto Banny. And Jay's actually going to get a kill on the high 5, but they're going to trade out that frag. They're pretty much making an even situation. They might be a push from Froyotech at the
That is so much better from Ascent. Somehow, it was even, right? It's 30 ad.
Yeah, wait a second. What happened?
Skis was not healing or something, but it shouldn't matter. Patty drop down, taking 1v1, and actually wins it. That's so sad for Slem. And he gets cleaned up by Laz. Doesn't really matter, but, you know, that's a morale loss right there.
Yeah, that's a tough situation to be in. I mean, I really feel like just the second point has been the hardest ask for Ascent. And I want to see how they're going to be able to come around it. 20 minutes left. Oh, yes, baby. Here we go. For those who don't know, you can tell them the tales of Ascent Sniper.
You know, when you call upon him, he will hit the headshot, and every time he delivers. And this is when you want him. You're down 4-2, I think, and you need some miracles happening. Jay just flies through the door, gets the force and the sniper. That's insane.
I mean, Laz is doing his best to stuff the choke to try and slow down a little bit of pressure from Froyo, but again, will Skis drop through this choke again? Who knows? But if they go up drop down, yep, free kill. So great play from Habib there. Bot mode, wow, okay, he got the force. I was about to just say bot mode, this ain't it off that last death, but I mean, hey, he got the pick. So good stuff to bot mode getting that force. Gonna bring it to 40 ad in favor of Law Guy here, but again, how are they gonna break this hold from Froyo? They have beefed this so many times, and I want to see how they're gonna fix it.
Yeah, Skis, you know, I don't blame him. He got dropped twice already. He does not want a third. But about 30, 35 ad on the side of Ascent, and past 2 times they've just blind popped through doors. And Eric's in the bush, and it looks like Ascent's gonna go through choke. They're gonna have 30 ad. Like I said, there's sticks on the second corner of this. They're gonna pop through choke again, blind, and it's really, really bad. Eric's in the bush still, and nothing's happening with this Uber at all. Actually, they get Jay in the end. They get a pick in big door. Eric's going to kill the soldier. Maybe he catches the direct. But on the bright side, he's going to pull everyone back. And Froyo's probably going to be able to retake this mid with the ad still.
Yeah, I mean, Skis is going to get his Uber popped off here. So high 5 is going to, or I'm sorry, Slum is going to fall. Laz up in around 3 seconds. But again, this is Campy's time to shine, holding down the choke. His team has to back him up. They can't leave him out to dry here, but again, when will he have to turn around? Because these players are not dying behind, and that's going to get Campy killed at the end of it. He's going to hit a pipe. Laz and Bomb Mode finally are going to turn up and get 2 kills here. But Bomb Mode, this is what you want to see from Bomb Mode. He is in the flank, getting picked, getting fragged, getting a 3K, getting a kill. Laz and Bomb Mode finally turning up for his team right here. Great stuff to the Ascent flank. Finally, Bomb Mode in that scrappy team fight, alive and in a weird spot where he's able to get these frags to turn the entire game around.
Great job. You know, in that other match versus Mal, he had a very poor showing in that second half. But it looks like Ascent it was a bit scary for a second. I just saw all the damage, but they do end up taking this for free, and this is full ad, barring a disaster, and it's going to be another push they have to make And at this point, they really need this. This is one of the best opportunities they're going to get. It's going to leave them at 3-4 if they do convert this. But there's a gun in water. It's a bit weird, and this is what Banny is known for these weird, unconventional guns. The Pyro's on top of main, waiting. He's baiting, trying to fake there's a gun right spawn. They pop through on double scout to get the Pyro. They get the Pyro down. Habib's very weak, gets caught out, and they almost get skis. They get the gun down, and this should be around it every way for Ascent. And great double scout Uber. Bot mode and Slem connecting onto the demo and the Pyro, and then right to point.
Textbook last push, and that's what I want to start seeing from Ascent is more textbook plays, because I feel like some of the spontaneous stuff they've been doing isn't working. 3-2, 15 minutes left on the clock. It's still anyone's game. Looks like Froyotech, Habib very aggressive on the floor. This is a unique mid. Habib is on the floor just trapping off their side. I don't know if I agree with this, but I mean, it seems to be working. They ran Eric in on the flank right now on the campy. He's going to get killed. Bombo going to get killed by Jay. Slum just going to find a kill there. Jay going to find another kill. Law guy is going to die, though, at the end of the day. Very interesting mid, but again, Slumdish is the only player on his team with a kill with a 3K. I mean, that's such a weird mid from Froyotech. I feel like if they saw Habib under, they should have had someone contest him and get a free kill on him. It seemed like a soldier could have just dropped on his head and killed him, but I mean, it seemed like Froyo knew what they were doing. They're the best team in the world, and I'm not on it, so I mean, they have to know something I don't with that push.
Yeah, just to fix confusion, the score is 4-3 right now.
But yeah, 4-3.
4-3 for Froyo, and they won the mid with huge ad. It's actually not that big right now. They're building pretty decently on the side of Ascent, and if Froyo take too long, they're going to get surprised, but it looks like, ooh, they find the trap above Shutter, and Banny does not want to deal with that. They're going to go River. They're getting really, really aggro here without the rest of their team, and they're going to take an off-timing Uber. No buffs for anyone but Banny and Habib. They immediately go to point. High five getting Ubered on. Soldier on point ×3 already, and there's so much damage out, and Lol Guy's going to get the Uber, but it doesn't matter again, and that is game for Froyo. Just a really off-timing Uber, and Ascent definitely wasn't expecting that. Do a great job once again baiting the point, and yeah, that's the game for Froyo.
Oh man, dude, that's a heartbreak if I've ever seen one. It's just crazy to think that there were so many opportunities for Ascent from the mid to second transitions to be able to close out some of these rounds, man. But it's just, unfortunately, Froyotech was just able to play a little bit better towards the tail end of the game. I mean, I want to look at these second half stats here. I'm pulling them up right now. I mean, Bomb mode did play a ton better. Laz did play a ton better. The flank was a lot more in check this game, I feel like, for Ascent. But I feel like what also took a hit was a little bit of campy. I feel like Ascent or Froyotech really took it out of their time to shut down campy. Campy stats are nothing like the first half. It's 4 and 7 at 250 DPM. Jay again staying on top for almost frags and damage. He has top damage again for this half. Jay played incredible this game. In the first half, he got Ascent out of so many situations, man. But like, oh man, that was such a winnable game for Ascent. I just feel like if they were to watch that demo and really see how they were transitioning into 2, I feel like they could understand what went wrong, because that play with Patty, who just sat above choke, like I said, man, is unacceptable.
Yeah, but I think the big problem throughout this match is just blind Ubers. I've saw so many blind Ubers, and I don't think a single one of them worked. If you saw one, tell me, but I guarantee none of those blind Ubers. Double scout through choke, 1 kill. Demo bomb through big door, 0. Soldier through choke on that one time. They actually just wiped right after that. And they really cannot just take these blind Ubers just because they have ad. It's just not working at all. And they need to find something out, maybe get a bit more information or something like that. But that's unacceptable.
Yeah, man. I mean, I want to talk a brief. It seems like we potentially have some interviews coming up here. I do want to talk brief about this head-to-head Marmalou. We were talking, Slemnish and Banny, and you were talking Jay and High Five. And I really feel like Slumnish did a great job contesting with Banny's stat line and kind of just playing, roll for roll, kind of, having impact, because Slumnish had some incredible plays. Banny obviously had some incredible plays. But, I mean, looking at, like, the combined stats here, I mean, Banny died almost 10 less times than Slumnish. I mean, he's alive more in these team fights. I mean, it seems like Banny was just in the right spot more than Slumnish in some of these times. But I feel like Slumnish had a lot of impact on these mids. I mean, it just seemed like Froyo Soldiers had a real dominating hold on these mids.
Got banning Habib here. How are you guys feeling about your new pickup in Jay? He really showed how good he was in that match. I think he 50 more DPM than anyone.
Oof. He is solid.
Yeah, Jay has been pretty insane
And Jay
since we
has
picked him
been
up.
solid.
He said he was going to be
to say the
rusty,
least.
but
He
day
said,
one
yeah,
he was already a
there's
beast.
no such thing as rust.
I think
Shake
the
it off.
maining medic helped, got that
You,
maining
you
down.
shake
I
it
agree.
off, and you reacquire your power.
What I'm interested in is I know you guys weren't really streaming, and I assumed that was probably for some stuff you guys had prepared for this match. One mid I saw it was really unorthodox. It was one of the last mids. Habib, you went straight under point with Eric. What's up with that? What was the idea behind that? Going into that?
There was no idea.
There was
behind
no
going
idea?
that. Yeah, that was more of an off the dome like freestyle mid.
I wish I could say that was
Demos,
according to plan, but that was definitely not according to
All
plan.
part of the plan. All part of the plan.
It was just weird because I feel like Habib and Eric had really good, you locked out, the cross so people couldn't climb. Eric got a clean flank onto Zayler. The only thing that kind of went sour towards the later half of that mid was Slemnish to get 3 quick frags, but you guys turned it around, killed Slemnish as he tried to get a 4th frag. But I mean, what I was interested in, because, you typically Koth maps are a little bit more chaotic. It's not as coordinated as a 5 CP, and usually the smarter and better team usually always comes out on top in 5 CP. So coming from that Koth game, did you expect the same thing? Did you expect a more convincing result? Did you expect something around this line?
I think that we kind of messed up pretty bad in the match tonight. The rounds that we lost
we were not at top form tonight.
kind of messy. So if we
A
were
lot of the
playing
Ubers are a little messy.
I was
a little bit cleaner, I think it would have been more convincing. But we were prepared. We were confident. I think we knew what to expect. That's probably a big part of the match for us, is that we pretty much were always prepared for what they were going to do. It was just when we failed on the execution that we lost.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I was a little bit jittery, a little bit nervous, went negative. It happens sometimes. But the key is to keep your mentality stable. You can't let your KD get to you. Just play for the team and try your best no matter how bad you're doing.
Yeah,
Very
and the rest
true,
of us
very
will
true.
hopefully pick up the slack.
I
Looked like
don't normally
was
go negative
picking up a lot
on
of our
Gully
slack
Wash,
today.
but Jay, oof, he made up for everything.
I know me and Marley were talking about it. Jay, I feel like in the first half, your guys' Ubers were a lot different than how they traditionally are. Players were getting picked off. The flank wasn't really getting a lot of things done. Neither flank was really getting a lot of things done in a lot of these post-Uber situations. It honestly came down to Jay getting 1 to 2 kills consistently every time cleaning up these frags. And I really feel like Jay proved himself as one of the top contending soldiers in the world after this match, because I think arguably you two,
That's
Froyo
I agree with you.
Froyo and Ascent are arguably top 2 teams in the world right now.
And Jay has chakra. Ascent are a formidable opponent, but they only got to see 70% of us tonight.
Maybe. You got anything, Marm?
Great job. Honestly, your flank didn't have great stats, but there were so many big plays where just time bought, players picked off, and how'd you guys manage to shut down Laz? I feel like Laz and Botman were not in that game until the very, very end, making those big flank plays together. Any specific things you were trying to do to keep them under control?
Well, I think that Patty and Eric they've learned some of the tendencies of bot mode and Laz, so they know when they can find certain openings, and they're playing with confidence. My favorite play, I think, in the match was when they Ascent Ubered through choke, and I think Eric got behind them or something and killed 3 people single-handedly.
That was amazing.
Yeah,
He literally won.
that.
He won 2 1v1 or
Even though the
3.
stats might not be there, it's that high impact.
Stats never show impact.
I think that may have been when he was just sitting in the bush. Maybe that was a different time, but they did Uber through choke and he was just in bush. One of the soldiers died right in front of him, and then he gets behind.
It's that low PM, high impact, free state style of scout.
Yeah, I think most of us acknowledge that we weren't playing our best, but we didn't give up or whatever. So as long as everyone's just still focused and in the game, it doesn't matter if they're hitting every shot. We usually can just play off each other, pick up the slack, and some of those big plays will still come through.
Yeah, I feel like, Froyotech adaptation is some of the best in the game. You know, coming from that first half, that second half was a different game. It seemed.
We have a very good IGL.
I mean, you do have a good IGL and a good team mentality on your guys' hands. It seems so. Congrats to Froyotech taking the second match against Ascent in the season. I don't know if there's gonna be another one. I'm not sure with how the scheduling is
No, there's
getting
not.
all according. Okay, I don't know
Only
if they
two
were.
matches. So
Okay, I just want to make
yeah,
sure.
with you guys looking to be, I think 14-0, I think this season around. But are you excited for playoffs? You know, probably locking that 1 seed. Got to cross your fingers. Maybe a surprise L from Ashi or something. You know, but looking to lock that number 1 seed. Are you excited for the playoffs coming up, especially with these new maps coming in?
Yeah, we're excited. Playoffs is always a fun time. We get really focused and prepared. Similar to how we treated this match, it was kind of a dry run and paid off. So hopefully, playoffs we can repeat.
For sure, man, for sure, and I'm excited to see how Ascent, responds after this game. I'm excited to see how you guys can adapt mid-game if Ascent comes back with something new. Maybe do the classic bot mode, high five switch. You never know. Who knows? But other than that,
for the 5th time.
maybe for the 5th time. But other than that, let's call it wraps here. I want to play some Valorant. I'm trying to get Immortal tonight. I'm very close. So, do we have any shout outs from our 2 winners tonight?
Shout out to you guys for running the stream, RGL for
Yeah,
You
shout out to you
know,
guys, man.
running another
Shout outs
good
to the viewers. Shout outs to you
season
guys.
so far, and everyone for watching. But that's
Also,
about
shout
it.
outs to Canada. It's today. You guys hear the
For sh-
fireworks?
For sure. Other than that, guys, we're going to call it quits for tonight. Be sure to tune in every Sunday at 6 EST for the Golden Cap podcast. We have gotten an overwhelmingly amount of support. Me and Marmalou and Dolphin put so much time and effort into this podcast every week, and we love that you guys get all the content you guys deserve. I feel like this is one of the most content-filled seasons we've ever had. So I'm really excited to see this. So again, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Sunday, we are going to be diving deep into this match, looking at stats, calling out our MVPs, giving predictions for the week matches coming up in the next week of RGO. Other than that, I'm Sandblast, joined by my man Marmalou and the savant himself, Dolphin. Peace out. Thanks for watching. See you guys on the next match.